guys, how are we doing today? I hope that you are well. You can hear Kitty Doe in the background trying to escape up the stairs. Today's video I wanted to talk about my personal favorite treats to give my ferrets. I will not just be talking about my own treats throughout this. Obviously, most of you know I have an Etsy shop called Claws, Paws, and Raw where I make dehydrated treats, and I also sell ferret mystery boxes. But today I wanted to talk about ones that I have gotten at various places. My favorite is Raw Feeding Miami. I also like to get stuff just on Amazon. And then there's actually a local pet store that I have that has like a raw bar, it's called. Not like a raw bar for humans, obviously, for like seafood. They just have like various freeze-dried raw items, so sometimes I like to pop in there and just see what they have and buy that. But I also wanted to include Jinx getting a little bath. Not really even a bath, she got a little booty soak because she is getting plump, like I said in my other video. I think it's from the prednisolone because she doesn't eat like too much. I mean, she is the last one to finish their food, but I try to manage her portions better. But being on prednisolone for a while kind of gives the typical pred belly, it's called, and so that's what I'm thinking it's from. But other than that, like I said again in the other video, she's healthy, so having a little gut is fine with me. Having to clean her butt when she gets poop stuck on the bottom of it is fine with me if it means the prednisolone is managing her insulinoma and all of her other problems that come with being a warty girl. But before we start the actual video, I want to show you guys Jinxie getting a little booty soak because her butt is always covered in poop because she's plump as a rump these days. Look at that booty. Look at that dirty booty. Gross. And then I fill just enough in the bathtub to cover that stinky booty. And then I just leave her in here for a little bit. I let her soak her booty boon and that's it. I don't use any soap. I don't even use oats or anything like that. It's just warm water, and that is it. As she looks around, you can see like the poop coming off her butt. Sometimes I'll have to like wipe it a little bit if it's really stuck on there, but she's fine. Sometimes she likes to roam. Look at all that poop, it's surrounding her. My stinky girl, stinky buns. Stinky poo-poo girl. We don't call her poo-poo girl for nothing. Jinxie Pinksy poo-poo girl. Stinky poop, stinky poop. Alright, you ready, Jinxie? You ready? And I'm gonna let her dry herself off. She usually likes to dig on these rugs over here. Let's see if she'll make me land. See? Knew it. She has a pretty good attitude for a ferret that's almost 7 years old, if you ask me. A Wardenburg ferret nonetheless, too. I let her explore upstairs a little bit too. Actually, we're downstairs, kind of. My house is like a weird middle level. So she can dry off and explore, maybe lose some ounces, because she's a large woman. So the first treat item that I wanted to talk about is actually, I have them all right here, the majority of them. Some of them I don't have much of, but it is these Whole Life Just One chicken breast treats. They are freeze-dried, they are human grade, and I really like these and they really like them. I think I get these on Amazon. Like as you can see, I have to get a new bag because I've been feeding my own treats the majority of the time, but the things that I make, the treats that I make, are only dehydrated, so if I want to give them freeze-dried, I usually have to buy them. But yeah, not much like to explain on these treats. It's just they are cat treats obviously, but they can be used for ferrets who are also obligate carnivores. They are just one ingredient and they're really good and I like them. Obviously don't give too much because if you feed raw it can throw it off balance, but just give it as a treat, and yeah, they really like them. I don't really have much to say because yeah, not much to say, but they really like these. They are freeze-dried, and I think they have other flavors. They have turkey, or flavors, they have other like options. They have turkey, they have salmon, I know. They might have other stuff, but yeah, freeze-dried chicken breast. I really like this brand. I like that it's human grade, and I just like it. The second treat item, these are actually my favorite to give them as well. These ones are duck heart bites, but they have them again in like chicken. I'm not sure if they have goose or like other heart options, but my little chickadee doos really love the duck bites. Kitty Doe and Peanut especially. Jinxie likes them too, but the problem is that Talgi has never been fed treats his entire life. He was fed cheap cat kibble for 5+ years, so he won't eat treats. That's the only downside to this stuff, because these are really great for, well, if I mix it in his food, he eats it, but I try to do like fresh hearts, not dehydrated hearts. I mean, freeze-dried hearts for added taurine, because obviously obligate carnivores need taurine, and a lot of times with grinds, the grinding process will kind of deplete the taurine in the grind, so it's good to add it from time to time. But if I don't feel like adding fresh hearts sometimes, or I shouldn't say fresh, just not freeze-dried or not dehydrated hearts, just raw hearts to their food, I can give them some duck heart treats or some chicken hearts, or whichever hearts I have at the time. And hearts are obviously very high in taurine, and they really like them. Now, Peanut and Kitty Doe really like these. Jinx likes them too, but not as much as the rest of them. But they're pretty big, so I try to rip them into smaller pieces, or cut them into smaller pieces. It's hard to do. Hold on. There goes Peanut with a little heart. Kitty Doe's gonna try to steal it from her. What, you want one too? Oh, there he goes. You want one? No, you can't have the whole thing. Hold on. The next treat option, you cannot even tell what these are because they're almost done, obviously. But these, I think these are from Raw Feeding Miami. These are freeze-dried pheasant organs. So again, in the grinding process, I mean, typically the organ amount on grinds are okay, but just in case, mine really hate the smell of actual organs. Like I have this mashed up, like organ soup type thing, and if I try to add a little bit in their grinds, they can smell it immediately. They know. So these are just good to have as an option if you want to get a little more organ meat into them, into their little bodies, and they also really like them. Again, these are freeze-dried, these are pheasant, and as you can see, I have to place a new order because they're pretty much finished. Here, Bubba. You want one? Here, give you a little piece. What? I know you guys want one. I can't get them for you if you're sitting on it, fatty. And Talgi doesn't really like treats, unfortunately. Talgi doesn't really like treats because his first owners never gave him anything other than cheap cat kibble, so I try with like small pieces, but he's the only one that doesn't really want it, unfortunately. Weensy, look. Here, have this little piece. And then this one I just wanted to talk about too. These are actually freeze-dried pheasant heads. I don't think I have a video of them eating these because now they've gotten pickier as they've gotten older, but Peanut really used to like these. I actually found one behind the little bed down here like a few months ago. And I do a cleanup routinely in here, but I must have missed it somehow, and they just, it was gross. I found it like months later. But yeah, these are pheasant heads, obviously good for chewing, good for teeth cleaning, stuff like that. And then there is a store, like I said before, that is nearby myself. It is not like a Petco or PetSmart or anything, it's just a local small pet store, and then they have this little raw bar. I don't know if you can see that. And then in here we have a little chicken neck. This is the only one that I have left because they ate the majority of the other ones. And yeah, and then obviously, like I said before, if you are interested in dehydrated treats, I make my own. Like I said, my Etsy shop is called Claws, Paws, and Raw. They really love the chicken breast. That's my little Weenie's personal favorite. A lot of people seem to say that their ferrets and their cats really like the duck breast too. I've gotten a lot of positive reviews left on my Etsy shop on that one, and same with turkey. And then I have chicken gizzards. I said this in my other video, but I have dehydrated smelts. Smelts are really good too, actually, for if they don't want to eat fishy stuff in their food. You can dehydrate them and they seem to just take to them more quickly, at least mine do, and that's a good way to get some omega-3 fatty acids in their food. Obviously, it's not going to be the same if it's dehydrated as it would be if you gave it, you know, raw from the start, but it's still better than nothing, and you can give it to them as a treat form, or sometimes I'll even like to crush it up and sprinkle it in their food, so that way I know they're getting a little bit extra without even knowing, because they are picky sometimes. Same with the hearts. I usually will add, like I said, fresh hearts, and they don't really know the difference. But if I don't feel like doing that and they don't want a treat today or whatever, sometimes they're weird, I can just crush up like the freeze-dried hearts and then sprinkle it in their food, mix it up, and then they don't even know the difference. And yeah, so those are my treat recommendations for ferrets. I hope that you liked this video. I hope that it helped you. I try my best to be more current with my information, if that makes sense. Like, if you go back to the beginning of my channel, I think I made another video of this where I talked about good replacements, and I try to like update I guess the things that I'm feeding and then share that along with you guys, because my care has changed immensely over the past just 2 years of this channel, let alone almost 7 years of owning these guys. So yeah, I hope that this taught you some new treats that you want to feed your little weenie beans, and I will see you guys next video. Bye.